If you did want to go the full on process, how much does it cost for all of that tech? Like, is Make expensive and all of the other things? Like, are we talking $2,000 a month to get started, or are we talking like $200 a month?
Oh, girl, we're not even talking $200 a month. I That's why I love this so much because like I said, okay, so we'll talk through this real quick. I'm actually going to go back over to my Make scenario here. Okay, so Make actually has a free version that is fully great for you to start with. And you can actually create an automagical playbook scenario in the free version of Make. And if you don't get more than, I don't even know, like it could be 100 to 200 to 300 people a month, then you could actually just host it in the free version of Make for sure. If you do end up paying for Make, then the next tier up is only $10 a month, which is awesome. And that's actually the one that I'm paying for right now. But yeah, it's not like a $100 a month tool or anything like that. And then the other tools that I'm using in this scenario are literally free as well. The fill out forms is free. That's why I love it so much. And it has like a lot of capabilities and integrations. I use Airtable, the free version as well. And then, Gmail and Google Docs, we all like it will work with your Gmail and Google Docs that you already have free as well. And then the other piece of the puzzle that you do end up paying for is ChatGPT. So, one thing to know is that when you integrate an AI tool like ChatGPT or Claude or Perplexity into a scenario like this, into an automation tool, when it's outside of like the interface that you pay your subscription for, you do have to pay separately from your subscription, right? So I pay separately to ChatGPT for my usage in this scenario versus my $20 a month that I pay for it normally, right? But the cool thing is that AI at this point is very cheap when it comes to using it in this way, and you only pay based on usage. So it's not another subscription that you have to pay. It's just based on how many quote unquote tokens you use, which is a nerdy term for just like the character count of your prompts or something like that in general, right? But like I said, this playbook bringing into account potentially like if you have a Make subscription $10 a month and then also using ChatGPT tokens, every playbook that's generated costs maybe like 2 cents, which is like just not too worried about the costs here. So it's really inexpensive at this point for sure.
Love that. Thank you so much for sharing, because that's the thing. I'm just listening to it, listening to you, and I'm going, okay, so like there's website hosting, there's email hosting, there's chat GPT, there's this, there's that. And so like hearing that it's not expensive at all to put this together is like obviously amazing.
Yes, I know. And when we're in exactly, guys, I have been signing up for all of the AI tool subscriptions. Let me tell you, as a founder of an AI focused business, I'm calling it like, oh, I can write this off. Oh, it's a part of the job for me to test all these tools, right? But like you get into all these subscriptions that you don't end up using, that you don't end up needing. And then all of a sudden, like $20 a month for like 15 different things becomes way too expensive, right? So I love that too. When I'm like, yeah, these can be created so quickly. And even like I said, that the big brand strategy documents and the scenarios that take like 30 minutes compared to like 5 minutes, right? And produce like 50-page documents instead of like 10-page documents, those even only cost like $3 to $5 per generated strategy, which if you think about the fact that she's then charging 2.5 to 5K for each one, like the cost is definitely worth it and the ROI is awesome.
Even just the cost of you getting your time back is insane to me. Like, it's just like you're getting back 20, 30 hours on a massive document and doing it in 30 minutes, maybe review it. So less than an hour for two or $3,000 or whatever you're charging. So I love this. So thank you. Before we wrap up, I would love to know, is there anything that we need to be watching out for? Like anything that could trip us up?
Yeah. Yep. So I would say with these playbook strategies specifically, and just any sort of AI system where you're starting to automate things more with AI, you definitely want to make sure that you are, again, I call it a human first approach. And this is the approach that I use to all things AI, whether it's just typing into ChatGPT every day and or using AI in automated systems like this or next level tasks and stuff like that, right? And a human first approach to me means that we are always making sure that we are bringing the human thoughts, perspective, language, ideas to the tools first, and then allowing the tool to expand, organize, clarify all of our thoughts that we already have, right? So that is where I believe that you get the best, most authentic, on brand results from an AI tool and where it doesn't feel generic or you don't feel like you're just like get putting crap into the world, right? You need to tell AI your own perspectives first and then allow the tool to help you do the task. That is true for using ChatGPT in your everyday, and that's also true for your AI systems that you're building out. And it's especially important to think about it with automation with AI because that's where AI starts doing things for you and you have less opportunities to do human reviews or checkpoints, right? If you're automating things together. So you just want to make sure that you are making sure you're analyzing some sort of human input to start, that you are integrating your own frameworks, strategies, perspectives, thoughts into the analysis that you're doing with AI inside the tool. And then also, I like to include human checkpoints in most of my AI systems and really think through that in my strategy. At what point in this automated AI system do I want to do a human review or do I want to give human input or make a human decision or whatever that looks like, right? And it could look different depending on whatever system that you're building. And it could also look different depending on how comfortable you feel getting AI to automate things for you. But including human checkpoints and human reviews is really important to just make sure that you're putting quality out into the world, that things are still aligning with you, your business, your brand, right? All those different things. And with Automagical Playbooks specifically, what I love to do is again, we start with the human input. We input our own frameworks and strategies into the analysis section. And then I do love to implement a human review at the end, especially if I'm doing any sort of paid offer, right? So I actually do have an AI ROI report that I've tried, I've tested. It works well. It comes out with the like great responses all the time. I've did 50 tests on it before I put it out into the world. And that is a free report that I just like will go ahead and send off to people automatically without me even looking at it or touching it or reviewing it or anything, right? And I'm okay with sending that off to people without doing a human checkpoint at the end because it's free, because I've tested it so much, and because it's really just there to like give insights into how much time, energy, and money people are already saving with AI and then lead them into do you want to save even more, right? But for any sort of paid offer that I have, I usually include a human review before I send off the final deliverable to the person. And I think that it's just important to think through that for yourself, especially if you're a little hesitant to use AI still. Remember that you're still in control and you get to decide where your human checkpoints are in this system.
No, I love all of this. Thank you so much. If you want to watch the entire episode, click here. And if you want to watch more episodes like this, click here.